Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well. For anyone who's new, my name is Olivia, and today's video is one I look forward to creating for you each month. It is the revealing and wrapping of the Rapunzel scarf of the month. This one is for September of 2023. Now, before I get into the revealing and wrapping fun, the Scarf of the Month subscription is a benefit of the Wrap Royal and Wrap Legends levels of the Rapunzel membership. More information on the membership can be found on site or in-app. All right, now it's time for the fun part of the video, the revealing and wrapping with the Scarf of the Month and the accessory. So this month's accessory is a beautiful headband. As you can see, it is a beaded front. The red beads they appear to be a crystal or a glass bead, and this one, oops, pull it back a little, is in red, and then have little elephants separating them, and this is a dark gray, maybe a pewter color. And then the back of the headband is very super duper stretchy, as you can see. So it's going to be accommodating for larger shapers or larger heads. Now, I will say the front is not stretchy, not at all. So please, when you're putting it on your head, grab at the corners here or grab back here and make sure all the stress is back in this elastic portion and not on the front. We don't want to pop the band that's inside of here. I do think here's another observation that I've seen. It has O-rings on it. So I can see me making this into a rather pretty necklace, or also just taking it off of this and using it with pins to attach. Or I'm going to take this, folding it in half like so, pull it back a little bit, wrapping it around my scarf, and then bringing the elastic through and having a little like hair tie around, like a beginner's lock or something like that. I think this is going to be a really interesting accessory to play with. So that is the accessory. And the scarf is a beautiful pattern scarf. It is a navy blue floral design on a background that's like a rosy sandy color. And it is a polyester content scarf and rectangular. You can see it is pretty big back there. And then the width is pretty good. They're pretty standard width and length for wrapping. Also show you that it is one of the scarves that does not have any tassels or fringes or anything, so it's going to be fun for those times where you do not want to fuss with tucking in or making sure all of your tassels are tucked in. So, all right. Now I'm going to be wrapping, I'm going to say one wrap. And then I want to talk about pairings because I don't think I've done one of those in a while. I think it would be kind of cool to show you the versatility of this scarf because it is super cool. It is super cool. All right. Now I'm going to just tie this in a beautiful, beautiful wrap. Putting on my scarf, one long, one short tail, I'm guessing. And I am wearing an uber-proof shaper. It's partially stuffed, and it is in the in the low volume style, maybe slouchy beanie kind of style. Right, I'm crisscrossing in the back. Okay. And now I'm going to be putting on the headband. As a note, you can put on the headband ahead of time and have it around your neck. I didn't do it this time because I'm using the elastic to help secure this in place. So I'm stretching and I want to put the elastic. Sometimes I put the thing here and then I stretch it back. I don't want to do that. And by thing, I mean headband. But I want to take into the back underneath of the poof and grab it forward so it's like this. And you can see it just falls down. And that's excellent. So I can wear this headband here Oops, not there. I could wear it across my forehead if I wanted for a different look. I'm gonna fling it back. Or at an angle. It's up to you. I think I'm going to not get it caught on my nose. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put it on my head. Not that far back. Let's adjust. I'm going to put it right here. Okay. I do like to make sure that the elastics are back behind my ears. It's just a preference. It's either in front of the ears or behind the ears because sometimes the pressure bothers me. All right. And I'm going to adjust down a little bit, like here. Okay. And then I'm going to be bringing my second tail, or the second tail, my goodness, my long tail up and over. I folded it into thirds. I'm going to bring it up and over. You can bring it up and over in the front, but I'm going to bring it over in the back just a little bit, over that spot right there. Okay. And then I am going to be tying an amped up beginner's luck. All right. 3. And then I'm going to tuck the tail. Now, as far as the accessory, if you find that you don't like the placement, right now I'm not really digging the placement. I think it's odd. I'm going to find, and I'm going to pull it back just a little bit. Just continue to adjust it as you see fit. I like it right there. You can put it right there. I think that's cute. I could also put it a little bit further forward like this. And then cover any elastic that's showing. So, like so. All right, so I have a beautiful wrap on, and now this is a kind of an optional fun thing. Pairings. I totally dig this color scheme because it is so neutral and can be paired with lots of things. You could also do tone on tone. So let me show you a couple of the scarves that I've pulled out that can be paired with this, and then I'm going to take this off and rewrap with one of the options. Now the first thing that came to mind was lace, because flowers and more flowers, you can see that this would be super pretty. Also, navy blue is what I grabbed because navy blue, but also a red color or a rose gold or a brown, something that's a little bit deeper in color than this, but I think that would be beautiful. And okay, the next one is an Israeli square. I have here a pumpkin colored one because I love the idea of pumpkin and navy blue. I think they're beautiful, very, very complementary colors. And then the gold, and then you could still wear the red with the pumpkin and it would still look lovely. I have also, for a more fancy schmancy look, I did pull out the rose gold to show you what it would look good with a rose gold color. It's very, again, tone on tone, very neutral, very elegant. And I think these two would be lovely for a party or something that you wanted to get all fancy schmancy, and it also would go well with this color here. Now a little bit more playful is a Striped Delights. Not Striped Delights. My goodness. I did try to find my navy blue Striped Delights. I could not find it. I'm revamping my system here. New York Brights. My goodness, my brain. All right. So I think this one would be super cool. So combining different textures and different patterns. I may actually wear this one today because I think it's just super duper. I love this. And I haven't worn it in a while, so it would be fun to pull it out and see how much fun it is to wrap with again. Two more scarves, and then I'm going to be wrapping with that. Any of these guys. These are Tuffs, and this one is a watercolor. So anything in this family would be great to combine with this, so that way you're not adding too much bulk or weight to your wrap. And then the last one I think I'm going to go with is the Petal Shine. I think this would be so much fun to wrap with. I totally dig it. The texture and the just the way this feels and the little bit of sparkle, it's very cool. Very cool. All right, now that I've done that for you, I am going to go and take this off very carefully. I am going to be leaving the accessory around my neck, gently popping this down, and then undoing. Okay. All right. Now I do think that I am going to be wearing the striped, the New York Brights. I did it again. I do think I'm going to be wearing the New York Brights today because I think it's going to be a fun pairing. So, oh my goodness. I just dropped this in my powder. That's bad. So, all right. I'm going to be tying on my scarf of the month. I do think I'm going to be tying it on in an angle this time, but I'm going to be keeping the beginner's luck style. So let's see. I'm going to fold it a little bit further to fit the shaper. And with the Uber Poof, I've noticed that if I'm not careful with tying or crisscrossing in the back, I sometimes let the volume of the shaper fall out the bottom, and I'm wrapping over the shaper instead of under it. So I'm going to be mindful of that. Here's the short side, here's the long side. Okay. Now, let's see, I think that's a little too long. Let's do it a little bit shorter on that long side. Okay. Going underneath, lift that shaper. That's better. Okay. I'm going to be doing a lot of things today, so I can see me getting that long tail caught. And that would be no good. All right. I did not tie a knot in this one. Too many knots, pressure points, but I will tie a knot in this one. I'm opening it up, and I want to do the exact same thing, one long, one short, and keep them on the same side. I am folding over that very front ridge because I'm just not a big fan of that first little bit. If you do not want to have these stripes covering up the back, just simply fold or gather it into a sash and lay it like so. That way the back end will show. I'm not really minding because I'll be able to see the pattern through, since this is such a lightweight scarf. Okay. Take me a second to get this in the proper position because I want both of the tails to be close. Okay. I may change my mind about this. I've forgotten. All right, I'm just going to pull this forward. I'm going to leave the bulk of the bun in the back showing because I've forgotten how much bigger this is than the typical shapers, the Wendy and all. So underneath here, crisscross in the back. Let's see. Okay, so this will work. All right, I'm going to do a quick knot. If you don't want to, you really don't have to, but I am. Okay. There we are. Now, adjusting. I'll show you the back. I'm going to turn around. Right here. Okay. Hopefully it is neat. All right. Now, the headband can come up, and I'm going to put the headband over on this side. You can pull it up beforehand, before you tie on the second scarf, but it's not necessary because we can hide all of the elasticy pieces with the scarf, with the scarf tail when you bring it up. Okay. Folding it into thirds. You can just crunch it up or do whatever. Bring it up from the back. Bring it forward like so. Okay. Now this piece I'm going to leave dangle, just like so. All right. Now, typically, tie the knot, bring over, tie the knot. I'm not doing that. I'm going to be bringing both over and then tying knots. I'm tying that amped up beginner's lock. Okay. Up and over and down. So I have both scarves in my hands. And as you can see, we've got a nice length for the tail. If you wanted it shorter, you can totally make it shorter just by lengthening the short tail when you're wrapping. Right? I've got this short tail, wrapping it around once, twice, all right, you can do it a third time. I think I will do it a third time. All right, pull that through, and I'm pulling and tucking at the same time because that tail is just so tiny. It's not necessary for me to pull it all the way through and then tuck it. Okay. All right. So I'm just adjusting the scarf and the headband. I think I like this placement, just like so. I like that tone on tone. If you wanted a more pop to your second scarf, just grab one of the other colors that I showed. But I'm thinking I'm digging this one. All right, now I'm going to turn around and show you the back, and then I will sign off. And in the comments, if you want to, let me know what scarf you would have paired with this month's scarf selection. Here's the back. And then here is the side. Have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.